It's Labor Day weekend and the party is on. It's Chrysler's Arts, Beats, and Eats. We're letting the good times roll live from downtown Pontiac with live music from classic rock star Eddie Money and rock innovators Crossfade. The tastiest treats are coming your way. So let the art move you and the beats groove you as Local 4 parties it up at Labor Day weekend's biggest festival. Plus, someone is going to win $2 million live tonight in a Michigan State Lottery drawing. Sit back and enjoy. It's your guide to Chrysler's Arts, Beats, and Eats. The broadcast of Chrysler's Arts, Beats, and Eats is brought to you by the Michigan Lottery. Tonight's $2 million lottery drawing brought to you by the Michigan Lottery. Bell Tire. Trust us, we'll make you happy you came in. That's a promise. Pepsi. It's the cola. And Dish Network. Better TV for all.
$1.4 million people said goodbye to summer in downtown Pontiac, and they are almost eclipsing that or well on their way here in downtown Pontiac tonight. Welcome to Chrysler Arts, Beats, and Eats. I'm Guy Gordon.
And I'm Rhonda Walker. Thanks for being with us. It is going to be an amazing hour. We're going to unfold for you everything that there is to see here, and the reason why there are thousands of people around us right now. It's an absolutely beautiful night. We're having a great multiple block party here in downtown Pontiac.
And in addition to the arts that you will see, the music you will hear, oh my, it smells good. We're downwind from the baby back ribs at the Chicken Shack down here. I don't know what about a chicken shack that serves ribs, but I like the idea. It's a good concept.
I thought I smelled the aroma of some peach cobbler from Sweet Georgia Brown's. I hope they can hear me.
Whatever you want, they've got it down here at Arts, Beats, and Eats. We hope you come out and join us. The party's just getting started, and it lasts for 4 days.
And certainly our hearts and minds right now continue to be with all the families that have been just devastated by Hurricane Katrina. And we want everyone to know that we are continuing our effort of collecting donations with our partnership with the American Red Cross. We have a table set out here, so if you come down, you can make a donation. You mentioned the 1.4 million people last year.
You bet.
L. Brooks Patterson wants to up that to about 1.5 million. If every single one of those people only donate $1, guess what?
We could help a lot of folks. And as you can see, running along the bottom of your screen is our Rescue for Hurricane phone line and hotline. It's 313-298-WDIV. And, of course, we'll be collecting money here live. Also, we have several corporations that will be stepping up to help, and you'll be introduced to them later on this evening on this broadcast.
Yeah, and, of course, this is Chrysler's Arts, Beats, and Eats, and that's one of the huge corporations that I believe is going to be making a very hefty donation today. So we're excited about that coming up. We're excited about Arts, Beats, and Eats in general. One, the weather's absolutely perfect. Chuck Gatica kind of made sure of that. He's out on the streets right now, working around with the people, so we'll be checking with him in a bit. We can see the music kicking off. We're having a party down here.
Chinese New Year.
Well, I'll tell you, you have to see what's going on to believe what's here. We have a great group of people that have come in from all over this country to be here as part of the art fair that's part of Arts, Beats, and Eats. As well, people from all over the metro area. And now, our cousins across the river from Ontario have made their way over to help promote tourism in Ontario. We're looking at some of the great entertainment from Chinatown in Ontario and over in Toronto. As well, the Mounties are here. And now we also have something new coming to Ontario, Lord of the Rings. A new legend is born. And this is going to be a brand new play that's coming to Toronto. Johnny Kay is with us. And Johnny, you're with the production company for Lord of the Rings. This is exciting.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, Lord of the Rings is going to be in Toronto beginning February 2006, and we've always had a lot of people from the Detroit area come up to Toronto to see shows, and this is going to be brand new. It's a world premiere. First time that the entire trilogy of books will be put on stage. It's going to be an epic show full of music and imagery and everything you can possibly imagine.
Now, we were talking earlier about the size of this play, because this is the world premiere in Toronto, correct?
It is indeed. It's a $27 million production. The most expensive show ever mounted for the stage. It's going to be 3.5 hours long. It's going to be quite a journey.
And you can imagine with the amount of money you're saying is being spent, special effects have got to be part of this play.
Yeah, I know. We're all really excited about it, and we can't wait to see it in February. Rehearsals begin in a couple of weeks. It's a long rehearsal period. Over 60 people in the something.
Johnny Karatzimetis, good to see you.
Thank you.
Safe travels back to Toronto.
Thank you.
That's it from down here on the street. Back to Robin, who's standing by. Hi.
Hey, Chuck, thanks very much. Thank you for this picture-perfect night, and you cannot have the Chrysler Arts Beats and Eats without art. We're talking about 500 artists who wanted to be a part of this, but only 150 people could be chosen. Take a look. We are talking about media of every kind, from textiles to wood, sculpture, painting, everything you could possibly imagine here. The crowds are out. It is a beautiful night. There's so many people here excited to see all of the art that's here. And literally, we can take you all around the world without leaving your backyard. We've got artists from Ghana, from Mexico, and of course, from all across the nation. So art's definitely a major part of this celebration, something that a lot of people are already taking advantage of. Guys?
Is it not?
All right. Thank you, Robin. And one thing that she mentioned is that you can go all around the world and never leave this area, and I think that's an important note because gas prices are so darn high.
Isn't that
you
nice?
can walk around and experience everything right here.
And you can eat your way around the world as well,
Yeah,
and
you
we'll be
can.
doing that a little bit later. Joining us right now, the brand new Chrysler president and CEO, Tom Lasorda. You guys have already been stepping up here with Chrysler Arts Beats and Eats, and you're doing it again with Hurricane Relief. We want to thank you for that.
Well, thank you. This is about our 8th year now. We've raised over $1.7 million for charities, which is just what this is all about. The relief effort, we just sent a big DC-8 down there with a lot of supplies, medical supplies, hospital beds and cots, and it's on its way down to the south right now. Sunday, we got the DC-8 charter again, a big cargo plane, going with a lot of water and other medical supplies. So Chrysler's there and helping down the south as well.
Oh,
We
that's
sure appreciate
fantastic. And I know that you're aware that Rescue 4, along with the American Red Cross, we're also trying to do our part to get donations. We started this up on Tuesday right after the disaster, and we appreciate your support on that as well.
Well, I'm happy to be here tonight with all the efforts that are going on. You guys did a great thing. I have a check from the Daimler Chrysler Fund, by the way, to help you guys get this thing started.
Oh, thank
Here's
you.
a check for $10,000 from the whole Chrysler
All
Fund.
right. Thank you very
Fantastic.
much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank
And
you.
by the way, that I'm here with you because you two I've known for quite some time
Yeah.
now. Here's another personal check from myself and Doreen for $1,000 to help the campaign out. So
Thank you
Thank you
Thanks
so
very
much.
much.
Thank
Okay.
you for your support.
good to see you, Guy.
Nice to see you, and our best
Hey,
to Doreen, and
go
thanks
get
so
'em.
much.
Okay, good to see you guys.
And
Go get 'em,
congratulations.
Detroit. All right, thanks a
Means
lot.
a
And
lot.
we do want to give a programming note tonight. There is a special concert. It's a rescue relief concert that's going to be going on. Harry Connick Jr., Tim McGraw, some of the acts that you're going to see. It follows our program tonight immediately at 9 p.m. So stick right here with us. You'll see that.
And then 10 p.m. at State Line NBC with Stone Phillips, 11 p.m. Local 4 News. Of course, and then Crossing Jordan for Crossing Jordan fans. Set
Ooh,
your
you have to
TiVos
stay up
and your
late.
VCRs. It's at 1:36 a.m. this evening, but obviously it's being pushed back so that we can do some good here down in downtown Pontiac and also do some good with helping the folks down in Louisiana, Mississippi.
That's right. Special thanks to you, Tom Lasorda. Thanks
you.
for being out with us. You guys go out and have a good time now.
We will. We're going to be here the rest of the night.
And, you know, we have a big performance that's going on right now. Eddie Money, you familiar with that guy?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's got 2 tickets to Paradise.
Like I said, what a beautiful night for a rock and roll show. We want to take a minute right now. How about a big hand for my kids, the Elizabeth Glazer Pediatrics AIDS Foundation. These are wonderful children, and I'm just trying to help them out. If you guys get a minute, this shirt looks absolutely amazing. My shirts are not $45, $50. This is not the Rolling Stones. $15, $20. Take me home tonight. Ooh. Say, hey, how guys? Put her in this. Take me home tonight. Oh. And
Well, we will go rejoin Eddie Money once he starts playing in just a few minutes. He's on top of the Phoenix Center here. If you want to come down and join the party, we hope you will. Meantime, keep it right here on Local 4. The party doesn't stop. Arts Beats and Eats continues in a moment.
everybody. Shake it.
It's a party in downtown Pontiac. That's Eddie Money on stage, right on top of the Phoenix Center. Welcome back to our special coverage of Chrysler's Arts, Beats, and Eats in downtown Pontiac.
He is just one of dozens of nationally known musical stars who will be on hand here. We have David Benoit coming down. You'll hear Rick Springfield later on this weekend.
That's right. That's on Saturday. Then the OJs are going to be coming here on Sunday, and then pop star Sierra will be here on Monday. Your kids know all about her.
Better than Ezra. The kids know about them as well. So a lot happening down here in downtown Pontiac, and music for everybody. Alexander Zonchik, our good friend and jazz great, who's going to be performing here on Saturday at 5:30. Everything you could possibly want.
That's right, and we want you to know everything you could possibly know about Arts, Beats, and Eats. Be educated before you get down here.
That's right. Now, it kind of tells you what it is in its title. It's Arts, it's Beats, and it's Eats. But here's what else it is.
You'll have no problem finding great things to do this weekend, all in one place. With its tagline of celebrating art, cuisine, music, and humanity in downtown Pontiac, Chrysler's Arts, Beats, and Eats marks 8 years as one of the nation's premier fun fests.
I got a little of the 60s in me. I just think this is the modern Woodstock of Michigan.
A modern Woodstock with 4-star restaurants, 150 artists from around the nation, and more than 100 musical headliners and fresh new bands. This year, producer John Witz and his team have made some changes to make this year's event even more people-friendly.
We're very excited about a new layout. We've moved the art fair to the north end of the site, which coincides with a new Pontiac streetscape. We've separated the restaurants to create wider pathways for people to get around. We have additional seating, so it's more comfortable, easier to walk around.
Sometimes we'll hear, oh, there's something for everyone, which is great. It's also nice that there's a few things for a few people to focus on as well.
There are enough activities to feed all your senses and all the senses of your friends and family and their friends and family, and oh well, you get the idea.
We have a new activity from Fisher-Price, which is very interactive, lots of games, cars to drive, activities to play. We have a new activity from Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom. We have an arts and crafts area, a bell tire toss, and moonwalks and a carnival.
And speaking of feeding, let's not forget about the food.
We're proud to have Andiamo's and Seldom Blues leading the way with a great lineup.
There are 60 restaurants with varied culinary delights to satisfy everyone's appetite. But if shopping and browsing are your taste, Chrysler's Arts, Beats, and Eats has that too.
We have an area called the Detroit New Sonic Street, which has got great retailers.
Plus, there is a brand new Art World, complete with the popular juried art show and a host of performances to enhance this unique art fair experience.
Art Fair Sourcebook and Midwest Living Magazine called us the 10th best art show in the United States. So that is something we're very proud of.
Chrysler's Arts, Beats, and Eats opens at 11 a.m. and closes every night at 11 p.m., except Monday when it wraps up at 8.
You covered a lot of ground there.
I certainly did. And, you know, I talked with Oakland County Executive L. Brooks Patterson about this festival, and he said, Rhonda, of the hundreds of festivals across the country, this is rated in the top 10.
Yeah, well, and we would do that, even though we're a little biased.
Yeah,
we'd put it at number 1. And for a variety of reasons. Listen, there's so many great things down here, and you just touched on a few of them. There's also some great things for the kids, too.
There certainly is, and Chuck Gatica is going to break us in and show us what the Fisher-Price Sports Park is all about.
Well, you know, we're out at the Fisher-Price Sports Town and Playland. They're side by side. Fisher-Price celebrating its 75th anniversary this year, and if you have kids, you know Fisher-Price. You can come down and throw hoops with the little ones as well. Look at this. This is too cute. The tot rods. The little guys going around on their tot-mobiles. And then you've got the bigger kids who are able to get in the little motorized cars and make their way around this track. This is only for kids 3 and up. You heard John Witz talking about this. This is one of the great places sort of in the middle of this midway area. And you can see the rides off in the distance here. People making their way up to the Phoenix Center. A lot of families here bringing their kids in strollers and wagons. And so this is indeed a family place this entire weekend. Let's go back over to Robin.
All right, Chuck. We are over here looking at one of the more unusual pieces of art that we've seen here in the arts area. When we talked about all media, we really meant it. Sonny Dalton is the sculptor, and we're talking about pieces that have been reclaimed to make art.
Yeah, I do a lot of recycling. I love going to junkyards and know, it's a challenge to see something and make something out of it.
Well, the first piece we saw, 2 saxophones, a couple different items, but you said you were really inspired by some of the pieces that we see in what you call junkyard jive.
Yeah, I really like them. Even though I did them, and it's done about 50 of them now.
And you said that this whole thing got started years and years ago when you found these skulls that are not real skulls for anybody who...
They're cast, and I believe they were made in another country, and my wife told me not to get them, and I went in and bought every one they had and came home and created these guys. And
all right, Sonny Dalton, thanks so much. And Guy and Rhonda are going to take it away from here, and lots of folks stopping by to see what Sonny Dalton has to offer. Guys, take it away.
All right, thank you, Robin. Now, just upwind from us, because the breeze is blowing this way, is this gentleman. This is George from Chicken King, but he's also the Rib King, and he's going to prove it right here with a great rib recipe for us.
Absolutely. We always feel like you should start with a quality baby back rib. And we buy the best meat money can buy, and we start with a baby back rib. We have 2 stores, and we cook the ribs in, and we always...
What makes them so tender? What do you do?
How do you get them to fall off the bone?
It's the way that the meat's cooked in the stores, and I can cut that for you, Rhonda.
Right off the grill.
You know she's not afraid
right off the bone.
I have to taste. Go ahead, Guy.
Well, I've already got barbecue sauce on the boss's fancy schmancy mic here, so I've already sampled it. Isn't that great? What's the secret to the sauce? A little bit of brown sugar?
The sauce is made in the store. We use a little bit of brown sugar, a little bit of secret spices that we put into it. That the seasoning mix is actually a Chicken King label. That
I promised them a recipe, and you're calling this spices secret.
It's always a secret spice.
Fine.
And you also said that you actually feed the lions.
We feed the lions. We've catered them for the last 7 years, and we feed the players on Friday during the season.
All right.
One big reason why we've gotten that contract is because of our baby back ribs.
I hear you. Well, I bet you have some linemen that eat a whole lot of them.
We sure do.
We know you have 2 locations in downtown Farming and also at Waterford.
And on Elizabeth Lake Road in Waterford.
All right, and of course he's right here at Arts Beats and Eats. So try him out if he's good enough for the Lions. He's certainly good enough for all of you.
He is just south of Pike Street here, just south of Pike on Saginaw Street.
That's right. And we want to tell you that our Rescue for American Red Cross partnership for hurricane relief continues. You can call the number 313-298-WDIV. That is the number to get to our phone bank. We also have a booth out here. It'll be out here all weekend, manned by American Red Cross volunteers to take your donations. If we get over 1 million people out here and everyone gives $1, that means we can raise $1 million for those in need down in the Gulf.
And of course, just following this broadcast at 9 o'clock, NBC is also going to be sharing a concert with us from Harry Connick Jr. and others.
That's right.
We'll be back with much more from Chrysler Arts Beats and Eats. Don't go away. There's more art, there's more eats, and there's more beats too, as we listen live to Eddie Money. Your neighbors are all having a great time. If you come down here, you will see them and have a good time too. And remember the Rescue Fort Hurricane Fund. You can call and donate 313-298-WDIV or just drop some money into the fishbowl we have down here.
That's right. We appreciate your donations and all of your support in trying to help us support those victims in need down in the Gulf. We are having a good time in downtown Pontiac right now. We have a slew of people surrounding us, everybody coming down to not either hear Eddie Money perform or to enjoy all of the great food around us. We just sampled, what was that, Chicken King ribs?
Chicken King ribs, which sounds like an oxymoron, but they're really good.
They're really good.
We also want to tell you, too, that in addition to raising money for hurricane relief, Arts Beats and Eats has been raising money for local charities for 8 years now, over $1 million, and they're going to continue doing that this year as well. And some of that started last Sunday.
That's right, it certainly did. Speaking of all the eats here in downtown Pontiac, we were also doing a lot of eating last Sunday at Arts du Jour.
This event is for charity. We're hoping to help out 20 charities that can't put on their own event, so we're putting on the event for them.
This past Sunday marked the 5th year of Arts du Jour at the Somerset Collection, the appetizer to Chrysler's Arts Beats and Eats. The event celebrates the art of cuisine, art of entertainment and the art of community. 60 of Metro Detroit's finest restaurants dished up delicious tastes to 1,200 guests.
Arts Beats and Eats and Arts du Jour are incredible events that bring focus both to Pontiac and to a number of nonprofits, including Habitat for Humanity. Oakland County certainly is one of the wealthiest counties in the country, but sometimes right alongside wealth are people in need.
Reaching out to people and communities in need has always been a part of Chrysler's Arts Beats and Eats mission. Volunteers from the benefiting nonprofits help to make the event so successful.
Our volunteers come out and help run the show, if you will, by volunteering, and we get a significant portion of the proceeds. It not only showcases the best of Pontiac, but it says there's some work to do, and let's all join hands and do it together.
And the giving continues with the second annual M-Care Hearts, Beats, and Feats 5K Charity Walk. And you can join in on the walk Monday, September 5th, beginning at 10 a.m. at the Oakland County Courthouse.
And we hope you'll join us for that on September 5th. And we're sampling some of the art right here on our Local 4 home base. I think somebody captured this at Joe Louis Arena.
Yeah, they certainly did. Well, and speaking of Joe Louis Arena, Darren McCarty is going to be performing on Saturday. So we want to see what he thinks of this. This is the Octopus's Garden. This is by Neptune Hot Glass. They create solid glass sculptures using glass and 24-karat gold. This one is valued at $800, but at their booth here, anywhere from $40 to $800, but gorgeous glass pieces.
And there's so many great works of art and so many artists from all over the country that come here. It's a really amazing selection of people. Robin Simmons has been out, and she has been sampling some of those arts. Now, they've got they're just to the north. They've kind of separated the arts from the Beats and the Eats this year, and she's up sampling some of those artistic treasures just to our north.
Robin, what do you have for us?
Well, when I talked about around the world, we really do mean artists from around the world, and no one embodies that more than Isaac Kwame Awuku, and he can go by just Kwame.
Kwame.
Now, you've been really busy today.
Yes, I'm very, very, very busy because the crowd is very intense here today.
So what is it about Arts Beats and Eats that makes it such a great place for an artist?
You see, Art Eat and Beat is one of the best art shows in the country here, at least so far. So most of the artists in this country here focus on Art Eat and Beat because they can do all the shows, but when they come into Art Eat and Beat, everybody wants to get into the Art Eat and Beat show.
And we're going to learn a little bit more about Kwame and his work. Take a listen. Sculptor since childhood, Kwame Awuku brings the sum of his upbringing in Ghana and his traveled life lessons into every painting and sculpture he creates.
I put a lot of energy into the art when it comes into emotions just like that, you know, but at times you can't complain. That's what I said, every mistake is a new start. You just keep on going and just achieve your goals. That's it about life, you know. Yeah. So far as you know what you are doing, taking the material and shaping it to become an object to bring it to life is the same experience. You know, so you don't need to, everything that comes on your way, you have to take it like that.
His work vibrates with color and passion. Women are his figures of choice. Each face reveals a new story and radiates sincere emotion.
Okay, you punch the middle here. You punch the middle. And you have the nose and the eye.
Kwame paints without brushes, a technique that often creates two different paintings on one canvas. A static abstraction full of colors and textures up close, and a vibrant scene in motion as the viewer steps back. Once an art teacher to blind children in Ghana, Kwame Awuku continues to instruct and open the artistic eyes of children all around Metro Detroit. All right, you've got to remember this address, 4731 Grand River. Kwame has a show coming up December 6th and the 19th.
Yes.
So if you don't make it here to Chrysler Arts Beats and Eats, you can see him there. And we are going to continue to take a trip around the world to see all the art that the world has to offer right here in Southeast Michigan. Guy and Rhonda, back over to you guys.
And you don't even look jet lagged.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks a lot, Robin. And coming up, we're going to be talking with Darren McCarty. He, of course, is going to be on stage on Saturday with his group Grinder.
Yeah, kind of a farewell concert for Darren because we got to say goodbye to him, of course. He's going to be leaving the Red Wings. In addition to that, two of the hottest restaurants in downtown Detroit, well, they've headed north. Normally, you'd have trouble getting a reservation, but you won't if you come to Arts Beats and Eats.
That's right. We're talking about Seldom Blues and Sweet Georgia Browns. We'll be cooking with them when we come right back from downtown Pontiac at Chrysler's Arts Beats and Eats.
Hurricane Katrina, devastation beyond belief.
Dramatic stories we're hearing have been heartbreaking.
And as always, the generosity of Metro Detroiters shines through.
We have teamed up with the Red Cross to collect what is needed most right now.
Your donations keep coming.
I heard your commercial, and I'm going to come down here and write a check.
And as the story continues to develop,
bus loads are heading for a new home right now.
Local 4 continues to be here for you. Rescue 4 Hurricane, taking donations all weekend long, everywhere, every way, every day.
Welcome back to Chrysler's Arts Beats and Eats. We have talked art. Now we're ready to talk about the eats once again.
Yeah, which I think is our favorite subject, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're joined by Chef Glover from Sweet Georgia Browns,
That's
Alfonso
right.
Glover, and he has brought along some. These are works of art too, aren't they?
One of the things that I think is so amazing is that you can be at a festival like this and still not have to sacrifice fine dining. You're, of course, the chef at Seldom Blues, but you're also doing a lot of work with Sweet Georgia Browns as well.
Absolutely.
You're bringing us some sampling of each. Tell us what you're serving out here tonight.
Okay, from Seldom Blues, I have Chef Jerry's almond chicken tenders.
Oh, I think I should taste that just to make sure.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to have a sweet potato fry, if you don't mind.
With sweet potato fries and a honey mustard sauce.
Oh, my.
That is so good.
Okay. From Sweet Georgia Brown, I have my smoked turkey quesadillas here.
Those are one of my favorites on the appetizer menu.
And we have our famous peach cobbler, Sweet Georgia Brown's peach cobbler.
Guy, here's your fork.
Hey, well, I'm
we have to dig into this.
I wasn't going to use one, really.
Now, you guys are located where in Arts Beats and Eats?
Arts Beats and Eats, we're located right about 5 booths from here.
So look for Local 4 and then go down 5 booths.
Absolutely.
Just
It'll be
south
easy
of
to
Pike
get
Street,
to.
right here on Saginaw.
Okay.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my goodness. Chef Alfonso.
Yes.
You can stay the rest of the show.
Okay, that's fine.
But in addition to the arts and the eats, there's the beats, and let's learn more about the entertainment coming up this weekend.
You have 3 days of non-stop free entertainment ahead of you this weekend. It may be getting redundant, but there is something for everyone.
My wife, I'm sure, will be coming out for Sawyer Brown and Julie Roberts. She is working me hard for backstage access to meet Rick Springfield, which I have mixed feelings about.
Many ladies will wish they were Jesse's girl when Rick Springfield takes the Phoenix Center stage tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Get there early to see Stuart Frankie, jazz artist David Benoit, and Better Than Ezra as they perform throughout the evening. On the Flagstar Rock Alternative stage, local favorites, the Howling Diablos, heat up the corner of Lawrence and Wayne, while the OJs will turn Pontiac into their own love train on Sunday at 7:30. Don't miss Darren McCarty's Grinder in their final performance at 9 p.m. and Sloan at 10 p.m. The Labor Day lineup is the who's who of country, pop, and hip-hop. Julie Roberts, Sawyer Brown, Fabulous, and pop sensation Sierra. And don't miss out on up-and-coming bands like My Machine and Hot Sauce. For those of you looking for something a little more mellow, the Detroit Chamber Strings are playing all weekend. Check out the whole music lineup at artsbeatseats.com. You can find a link on clickondetroit.com.
And speaking of entertainment and Grinder, Darren McCarty here. Great to see you again.
Hi, Chuck. How are you?
I've heard you perform on the big stage here before. This is being billed as your final performance. So, you know, Sean Connery said, never. I'll never be James Bond again, and he came back. What about Grinder?
Well, I think the final performance of this season anyways, because hockey's coming back. But what a great honor to be a part of this. This will be the 3rd year that we've been a part of it, and to be able to do it on the main stage is such an honor. And seeing the way this thing has grown over the past few years is amazing, and it's great to be a part of it.
So you've got a transition in your life coming up. How different is this going to be, do you think?
Well, I think it will definitely be different. This is, you know, Detroit is home, and this is the only place that I've known, and I guess it's sort of something new to set out on. But this Detroit will always be #1 in my heart, and this will always be my home. So hopefully one day I'll be able to be back.
And what about the band then after this particular performance?
This will be it. We'll be hanging it up till next summer. So come out and see it. It's something that you haven't seen before.
All right. Good to see you as always.
Thanks,
and much success. Darren McCarty, everybody, and Grinder. Back over to you.
All right, Chuck, we'll take it from there. we are live with an incredible artist. You can see she is inspired by nature, Yvette Chapuis. I want to pronounce your name right. And nature and music, you can see it.
Yes, definitely. Being from Louisiana, that's nature is very important. Your environment, just the way the land and the light and everything about the people and the creativity there comes from what surrounds you, and that's always inspired me. And in my work, I really like to concentrate on that and let people look at it and appreciate nature a lot more. And there's a lot. If you look at my paintings, you don't see a lot of man-made objects in them. And I've always been a daydreamer, so that really shows up in my work with the light and just the way I combine the photos with the hand-painted parts. It's almost like combining nature and reality.
Coming from Louisiana, obviously just getting here was probably an ordeal for you.
Yes, it was very tough. We didn't realize, we were watching a lot of our local news, and we didn't realize how bad it was in North Mississippi. So we were trying to detour and get up here in time. Couldn't find gasoline. We're stuck at gas stations. And
still emotional.
Yeah.
Well, we want to let you know that Local 4 is working with the American Red Cross. I know you left friends and family behind to be here, and that was a struggle.
Right.
You can, of course, donate to Local 4 Hurricane through Rescue 4. We, of course, are helping the American Red Cross assist the victims in the Gulf Coast. Right. Yvette, thank you so much for being here, for getting here. Guys, we're going to send it over to you.
Thank you.
Well, and keeping in that vein, Robin, and thank you very much, there is an undercurrent of sadness here, but it's also a hopeful tone because people are doing something to aid those folks.
That's right. We're doing something actually right here. Joining us right now is the producer of Arts, Beats, and Eats. You are everywhere for the past year trying to make this better and better every year. John Witz, awesome job.
Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you, Guy. It's great to be here. And in honor of efforts and everybody here this weekend, I think we're going to raise some great money for folks down in the South. And our friends at Flagstar Bank, who are one of our first sponsors with Daimler Chrysler. I'd like to thank Mark Hammond and the Share a Smile Foundation. I have $10,000 for you guys for Rescue for Hurricane.
That is great.
Let's whoop it up. Yeah, that's very nice.
We'll give that to you all weekend long on this stage, starting tomorrow at 11 to 9, Sunday 11 to 9, Monday 11 to 7. Musicians will play jazz in honor of New Orleans and their neighbors on the house, and we'll be accepting donations from the for the American Red Cross and Rescue 4 Hurricane right here. So please join us. If everybody brings $1, we'll be sending a couple $100,000 down there, and
it'd be
it'll
nice
be
to
great.
be a part of that and know that you coming here to Arts, Beats, and Eats will make such a huge impact on the relief effort there. Thank you so much. You thank your friends at Flagstar Bank on behalf of Rescue 4.
You got
and good luck to you this entire weekend. We're kicking off at such a great time so far. I know it's going to be fabulous all weekend long.
Thanks, Rhonda. A couple shirts for you guys from Underground Printing. This is for Guy, back in his 60s days. Tie-dye shirt. And Rhonda,
I just wish I remembered them, John.
Underground
I recall something like this.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, I love it. Thank you so much,
You're
John.
welcome. Underground Printing did that for us, and it's going to be a great weekend out here. Great music, free concerts, OJ's, Rick Springfield, Sierra, Better Than Ezra, Darren McCarty and
David
Grinder,
Benoit.
Sawyer Brown.
We've got a little bit of everything.
Absolutely. Fabulous food, our art, a new layout. It's going to be a little easier to get around this year, although you wouldn't know it from the great crowds
I know.
we have going around. But we're so glad you're here, and we look forward. Please join us out here in Pontiac this weekend.
Another great job. The impresario of Arts, Beats, and Eats, ladies and gentlemen, John Witz. Give him a hand. He's put on a great show here. We'll be back with more from his production right after this.
I wanna tell her that I love her, but the point is probably moot, 'cause she's watching him with those eyes.
Welcome back to Chrysler's Arts, Beats, and Eats. I don't know what happened to Guy. I swear I don't know what happened to him, but this dude's pretty cool.
You know, when you're in Rome, you got to dress like the Romans. John Witz gave me the shirt for Arts, Beats, and Eats. There's a lot of great souvenirs you can pick up. Elton John, Eat Your Heart Out, and these hats.
Yeah, well, this is all from Motor City Glow. They have all the lighted eyewear. They have booths set up all over. They also have the licensing to all the professional and college teams to do these lighted hats. So take a look. It's kind of hard to see with all of our lighting, but all of the hats kind of shimmer and light up. So if you're interested in getting something like this, a look like this,
And who wouldn't? And you think I'm glittering? You ought to see the Satin Dolls. See them and hear them. Satin Dolls.
17, 17, she's a solid 17. Young enough to dance and sing, old enough to get that swing. Past 16, just been kissed, graduated and got that twist. Kind of love you can't resist. At 17, now sloppy shirt, old blue jeans, dirty shoes, by all means. Patch of blonde, rock side hair, jukebox baby ain't no square. 17, she's the queen, cutest gal you've ever seen. All the boys are really keen on the Hepcat doll of 17.
All right.
All right.
Okay, so we just covered the 40s and 50s. We got the 60s, the 70s.
Right. And now we're talking 2 million.
Reasons to stay with Local 4 because you're going to witness someone become an instant millionaire.
Compliments of the Michigan State Lottery. We're going to do a live drawing. Someone will win $2 million on our stage when we come right back.
Downtown Pontiac never looked finer. We've got 1.4 million people here last year, and we're well on the way to eclipsing that this year. Look at the crowd. Your neighbors are already here, so come on down.
Come on down. We'll be here till 11, and then every day from 11 to 11, except Monday, we close at 8 p.m. We have a booth here, Saginaw and Pike Street. There's going to be New Orleans-style performances taking place on this stage where we are once we leave all weekend long. It's all part of our hurricane relief effort in conjunction with Rescue 4. We have a booth set up here where you can donate money as well as calling our number, our phone bank that's ongoing at 313-298-WDIV.
And enjoy the New Orleans jazz that commemorates the great spirit of the people down in Louisiana. And maybe even sample some Mississippi blues, because I'm sure that we'll have that on hand as well. There's so many great artists that are artistes that are here this weekend.
Ruth to the rescue. We all know her. You'll have a chance to meet her this weekend. She'll be out here manning her booth, our Rescue 4 efforts. If you have story ideas and you want her to investigate them, bring those with you as well.
We'd like to hear them now. We're going to watch someone become an instant millionaire and make 2 new best friends all at the same time.
That's right. Before we do that, we're going to check in with Robin Simmons, and then we are going to be giving away $2 million. Robin, what do you think of that?
Ooh, $2 million would buy a lot of this kind of bling. Isn't it cool? Very, very cool. And the guy who created this wonderful work of art is Adam Shirley, and you literally do everything from design to... You do it all.
Yep, design and hand make everything. Yep.
So your inspiration, what?
I guess lots of things. Growing up in Detroit, Motor City, auto design, that kind of stuff, industrial design. Yep.
All right, we're going to see a little more of Adam's designs. Check it out.
Whether it's the sweeping lines of classic beauty or the industrial functionality of a building that scrapes the sky, great design is timeless. Throw in well-crafted, and you've described the cool, clean jewelry of Birmingham artist Adam Shirley.
Old machines and gear parts and stuff like that have always fascinated me. I was born and raised in Detroit, Michigan, and been around the auto industry and stuff, so I'd say it's definitely industrial design. That's where I wonder sometimes if I'd grown up in California, per se, would I make, more ornate kind of florally kind of things, or more organic kind of forms and shapes.
Climb the stairs to a store at Birmingham Shops at the top, and you'll find necklaces, earrings, brooches, and money clips. Yet it is his handmade, one-of-a-kind platinum and white gold wedding bands and engagement rings that keeps this CCS graduate extremely busy.
I end up getting a lot of younger customers and couples that I think they relate a lot to my style and design. Sometimes people see it, and if they're very used to traditional jewelry, I don't know if they definitely appreciate the work I do. They'll kind of say, well, it's a little stark, or it's a little heavy looking, which I think that's the cool attributes to it, that it's heavy and substantial, built to last a lifetime.
Adam has won Best of Jewelry in the Arts Beats and Eats juried art show in years past.
Arts Beats and Eats is an incredible art fair. It's become one of the biggest and the best in the whole country. I've been involved with it since its conception and have had tremendous success sales-wise, and then also a lot of times even after the event's over, I'll get follow-up calls. Well, we saw those wedding bands at the show. Now we're getting married. We'd like to come in, make an appointment, come in. So I think Arts Beats and Eats has been incredible, and for me, it's been great.
And when you are talking about substantial, check it out. This is really amazing work. And you're going to need substantial cash. Adam is very proud to say that you're going to need to win that lottery to afford his stuff. This is not, you can't just buy this anywhere. So Chuck, we want to know who's going to win the money.
I'll tell you what, everybody over here wants to know this too, and this is a really big deal, Robin. Tonight we're conducting the Michigan Lottery's $20 instant game grand prize drawing worth $2 million to some lucky person. Joining me now is the commissioner of our lottery in the state of Michigan, Gary Peters. Great to see you as always.
Great to be here, Chuck. We're very excited at the Michigan Lottery. As you know, every penny of profit goes to support public education here in the state of Michigan.
Right.
Last year, a record $645 million. So I'd like to thank those lottery players for the support of the lottery and public schools in this state.
And the number is even bigger when you think about the payouts, right?
Oh, absolutely. Our prizes this year, a record $1.2 billion in prizes.
All right, you ready to get going?
Oh, let's do it.
Got a few little details here. The results were randomly, or the finalists rather, were randomly selected from a pool of 410 people who each won $1,000 at a $20 instant ticket. Earlier tonight, the finalists were assigned a random number to determine the order that they'll pick their baton. Once everyone has a baton of their choice, they will be instructed to open that baton. One of the batons, so the audience understands, one of these batons up here is worth $2 million to somebody on the spot in just a minute. And even if they don't win the $2 million, each person goes home with $5,000, so everybody is a winner tonight. Let's welcome our guests. I'd like the crowd to help me. Here comes Mohammed Fawaz. Mohammed's going to pick a spot. Doran Crowder. Here comes Fouad Saad. Mildred Williams, come on down. And here comes Larry Payne. Now I'm going to give you the go-ahead to pick up your baton, but only the commissioner can give you the okay to open it up. Are you ready? Pick up those lucky batons.
Okay, ready, everybody? Let's see who Michigan's newest millionaire. Open your baton for Michigan's newest multi-millionaire.
Who's going to get the $2 million? Who's got it?
Who's got it? Who's got it?
5,000.
Yeah!
Mohammed Fawaz. Let's see it. Let's see. Hold it out.
Hold it up.
$2 million. I don't want it. Tell everybody, where are you from?
Dearborn, Michigan.
All right, and here comes the commissioner with a check for you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Being Michigan's newest multi-millionaire.
Thank you.
Now, I saw family with you down in the crowd. Who's here with you tonight?
I got my friend over here just by myself. My family is still in Lebanon right now.
Well, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
What did you think you would do? Did you make any plans before you got here with this money?
No plans whatsoever, because I wasn't counting on it.
Well, this has got to make you happy, because when you see these smiles, that's what it's all about, right?
It is absolutely what it's all about. Yeah. It's great to have winners, and it's great to be supporting public education at the same time.
Garrett, great to see you here at Arts Beats and Eats.
Thank you.
Welcome. Mohammed, congratulations, and to everybody else who's a winner tonight. There they go, congratulating each other. We'll be right back with a lot more fun from Arts Beats and Eats. Chrysler's Arts Beats and Eats after this.
Love comes calling in the middle of the night. In the middle of the night. It don't leave no tracks, it don't wear no shoes. It can lift you up or it can sing the blues. It's faster.
Rescue 4 Hurricane is on location all this weekend at Chrysler Arts Beats and Eats. Local 4 is joining together with the Red Cross, collecting your donations to help the victims of Hurricane Katrina. And your money can make a difference. Head to the Local 4 booth this weekend at Chrysler Arts Beats and Eats.
They're rocking the house atop the Phoenix Center here in downtown Pontiac. Crossfade, Better Than Ezra. We heard from Eddie Money, Rick Springfield tomorrow, Alexander Zonchek. You name it, we've got it at Arts Beats and Eats.
Yes, we do. And how about that? Giving away $2 million. Ed Mohammed is very happy today.
I'll be performing with the Chuckettes later tonight as well, just so you know.
And you're going to be so great. We can't wait to hear you.
I've been trying fried plantain, which is kind of like a banana, not as sweet.
Ah.
It's not bad. There's a vegetarian place here. I got some gazpacho earlier, so I'm kind of on a veggie deal tonight.
Oh, my gosh.
So.
He's a health nut.
It's healthy and it's fried.
Yeah, see, I'm not near
I've
you.
been stuffing myself on peach cobbler.
She's been eating the decorations here.
Yeah.
I've got, this is from, this is our Just Desserts, I guess.
Yes.
This is from Ice Cream Express right next door. This is a candied apple that they've got, which is much easier than doing the stick thing.
That's right.
And they give you a nice bowl to eat it out of.
And I picked this up for you, Chuck. You've been doing such a great job tonight. And this is a bicycle chain, but it's
Very
also
nice.
a clock because I know you like to, keep your eye on the time and when the
sure.
sun rises and sets. So I thought this would help you.
That was very sweet. I didn't think of getting you anything, but I'll work on it.
That's okay. I think Robin Simmons has some bling just up the street.
Yeah, that was some nice jewelry,
Isn't that
wasn't
nice?
it?
I think caught your eye.
Well, there is so much to do here at Arts Beats and Eats. Hopefully you have found your niche and where you want to start your commute through the streets of downtown Pontiac. It's a lot of fun down here. Weather couldn't be perfect,
And that's
Chuck.
all weekend long. And whether you're making your way down here tonight and then you're going to get out of town and head up north, the entire state is being run by this entire fair weather system. So we have no excuses not to have fun somehow this weekend.
That's
All right,
right.
and while we do that, we're keeping in mind the folks that are down south. We're going to be helping them with
You're right.
Rescue for Your Aid, a hurricane aid hotline, of course, open at 313-298-WDIV.
That's right. You
and collecting
mentioned
money
Robin.
here.
Let's check back in with
Yeah.
her. Robin?
Well, we are here in the middle of just the heart of Chrysler Arts Beats and Eats, the arts area. And as you can see, it is getting packed with people out here to enjoy this picture-perfect evening. Anything you can think of, from textiles to jewelry, everything here is accessible. Come on out, join us. See you guys.
It's supposed to be Haagen-Dazs ice cream, but I just had like a big mouthful of caramel.
It's
never
half,
good.
half the
Very
fat,
good.
too. Have a great weekend.
Thanks for being with us. The Hurricane Relief Concert coming up with Harry Connick Jr. and Tim McGraw right
And
after this.
Wynton Marsalis, some of New Orleans' favorite sons. Please support them. Support our Rescue 4 Aid Hurricane Aid hotline, and we'll see you at Arts Beats and Eats.
The broadcast of Chrysler's Arts Beats and Eats is brought to you by the Michigan Lottery. Tonight's $2 million lottery drawing brought to you by the Michigan Lottery. Bell Tire. Trust us, we'll make you happy you came in. That's a promise. Pepsi. It's the cola. And Dish Network. Better TV for all. Promotional consideration provided by M&P Limo, Metro Detroit's finest ground transportation service, offering a complete line of sedans, vans, limousines, and luxury coaches. We can provide transportation local or worldwide. One call does it all. Call now, 313-999-8726.
Another Local 4 local production. Everywhere, every way, every day.